Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, my good buddy Rob.
Oh, you cut out. Hello.
Did I peek it?
You did.
Oh.
I'm his good buddy Rob.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah.
We are, at the day of recording here, we are 5 days away from Christmas Eve. 6 days away from the big day. I'm feeling very festive with my lights going.
He is. I have no lights.
Quick,
I was not prepared for this.
Go turn your overhead light off and on a bunch of times.
There we go. Ooh, that's
yeah. All right. So yeah, how's it going?
Oh, going all right. It's been a busy month or so here since we last met.
Yeah.
Lots of video game news, as the kids say.
Yeah.
And the skibbity riz.
Skibbity
riz.
All right.
I've seen them doing this this is like the Rizzler face. Or something.
No idea, man. No idea over here. Who knows? Kids these days.
All cap? No cap. No cap. Straight fire?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo?
Sure. Saying it over and over, it still doesn't make it any better. Just until you get it right.
And it's the bee's knees.
Just until you get it right. There you go.
That's right. Fake it till you make it, like our parents said.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry.
Yeah. As usual, we are off on a tangent right off the bat.
Doing great. I don't know why anyone watches this. If we're being honest, thank you for being here. But
thank you for being here.
Nothing better you could be doing.
That's why we got to give them something to be here for, Rob.
That's right.
So I'll get us going. This is episode number 140. For a little bit of housekeeping, we are still a Buzzsprout affiliate. They let us be an affiliate, and if you click on the code in the video portion, I don't know, do you copy my notes over to the audio?
I do. So okay. It's also in the podcast notes.
It's also in the podcast notes. If you click on that link, you can get a 1 month free when you sign up for 1 month of Buzzsprout.
And a 4-slice toaster.
So actually, I should have been a little more prepared, but that should be the subtitle on our webpage, right?
4-slice toaster?
No, I should have been more prepared. Buzzsprout sent me our 2024 backtrack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many episodes did we do?
We did 7 episodes this year.
I mean, it's not bad. That's one every 5, 6, 7 weeks or so.
Yeah, which seems about right. It's been crazy how our schedules have not meshed. Like, it's just insane.
I've been in and out of rehab.
Yeah,
trying to kick the glue habit.
And how's that going?
I just can't stick to it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
So just to go over some of the other stats that they have in here.
Dynamite.
Somebody in Frankfurt, Germany, really likes us.
Gotta be related to you.
I don't have any German relatives. I'm a Ukrainian.
I mean, it's all like Europe stuff.
It's all over there somewhere. So, my friend, Guten Tag, if you are if you're watching us from Germany, drop us an email at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. We would just love to hear from you and how we bring you entertainment. And then our second most popular city is Singapore.
That seems like maybe it's a bot.
That could be a bot, but
that could just maybe be.
You know what, bot? Download all you want, please.
Yep, just keep downloading,
just keep
liking, subscribing, clicking the ring-a-ling of the ding-a-ling type bell. That does things. Algorithm.
Feed that algorithm for us.
That's right.
The number 3 city is Edmonton. It's because, I download and you download and my mom downloads and my sister.
That's like 3 of them right there.
Number 4 is Stockholm, Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome. So, also...
They feel trapped.
Singapore, Stockholm, if you're not bots, please drop us an email at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you from across the ocean. And the last one is Freehold, Germany, or Freehold, New Jersey.
You know what? I've always liked New Jersey.
Yeah.
Great hockey team. They have a semi-professional football team.
Our most downloaded episode this year isn't even one we recorded this year. It's
tracks.
It's episode 77 called "We Got the Meats." And then
I feel like somebody was searching for something that our show wasn't.
Maybe, but I mean, it got downloaded. Like that's the episode that got downloaded the most this year. And then
the meats.
2, 3, 4, and 5 are all episodes from this year. So,
well, there you go.
Yeah. So, thank you everyone who listens to our audio podcast. We thank you immensely, and just drop us an email. We'd love to hear, how we entertain you. And again, that's makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. I'm going to get back to the show notes here. All right, so again, tangential, and we're still in housekeeping. Rob and I, we are... The theme of this is that we're very busy guys lately in the last couple of years and haven't been able to do things on time. We did do a holiday fundraiser at Halloween. Rob did his annual playing a scary game. And I'm not going to lie to you, December snuck up on me, as I believe it snuck up on Rob too. And
it still feels like February.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. So we are going to do it's gonna go out today or tomorrow, the fundraiser, and we're gonna try and do some events to get people to donate to the Hope Mission. Since we usually try and do it up until Christmas Day and end it, but we decided we're gonna go a little further. I think we decided January 2nd or 3rd or something, to just to extend our fundraiser, and we're gonna figure out a couple things to do. Maybe we'll see if we can get Damon and Brent on board. Maybe we'll try and do some jelly beans for you again, or I got a particularly horrible sounding game that I'd love to play for everybody.
Go! It's the new Monster Prom or whatever that game was.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think...
And I'll play Amico games.
More to come on that later.
Yes.
Well...
Bury the lead.
You're going to have to just listen to the whole thing to find out what we're talking about.
That's right.
All right, well, let's move on into news. And probably the biggest thing that happened since the last time we got together was the Game Awards happened.
That's right.
So we are going to talk about the Game Awards. So, in a kind of surprise, but we were talking about this kind of right before we went live here. Astrobot for PlayStation won Game of the Year at the Game Awards. And I mean, I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. Like, it's got great scores across the board. But we're looking at what it was up against. It was up against Balatro, which is a game that both Rob and I love. It was up against Black Myth Wukong. It was up against Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, which is which is a DLC for Elden Ring. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and Metaphor ReFantasio. So, I don't know about you, Rob, but I don't really see a whole lot of stiff competition there.
It
for
feels
Astrobot.
like there were more games this year. I don't know, but congratulations to Astrobot.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I don't think enough people play Astrobot. Though I think a lot of people were exposed to it because on the PS5, that's the demo game that comes with it.
Right.
Is like Astrobot Playroom or something. It takes you through the all the special things about a PS5. So,
like, it's incredibly expensive.
That.
And there's only 10 of them. Although I guess they're not in short supply anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Actually, they're readily available, and also the pros. I guess you can just walk in pretty much anywhere and buy a
$1,000 console.
PS5 Pro, yeah. Imagine that. Next category was Best Game Direction, and Astrobot won that as well. And all the same games were in there for Best Game Direction.
Yeah. Seems like kind of a redundant category then.
Yeah. Best Ongoing Game, which is the games that have battle passes and
games
like
as
that.
A service, I guess, eh?
Yeah. Helldivers 2 won that.
Ah.
Very happy about that.
Beat all the controversy there with the what's the controversy? It was something about like having to sign in or something, right?
Or they tried to add because PlayStation wants you to have to log in through the PlayStation Network if you play a PlayStation game on PC.
Right.
And that's kind of their hard stance now. Mm-hmm. And they tried to add it to Helldivers 2.
Well, people said, no way, man.
And, of course, people lost their minds. As people tend to do.
The internet is a crazy kind of place.
Next category was Best Art Direction, which Metaphor ReFantasio won. So I think that game it's like Persona or something, right?
It's the new Persona game, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Just decided to not have Persona in the name, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know what Neva is? Neva?
Nope.
Not a clue.
Oh, yes, I do, and so do you. It's that Grease. It's a sequel to Grease with the big ghost deer, right?
I don't know.
It's that game where did you ever play Grease? Like
no.
It was like an indie game, and so this one here, it's like the one where there's like a big battle in the beginning, and there's like the deer spirit, and you totally would recognize it.
Okay.
If you know what, let me just share my screen here.
Oh. Here's a chance for technical difficulties.
Go live. There we go. That game right there.
Oh.
You can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you remember it was that you had the little deer and the mom deer died, and then you had the
You said I heard you saying Grease, and I was thinking like GREASE, but you're talking GRIS. Yeah.
You got it. Yep.
Gotcha.
You got it.
All right. Okay.
There you go. Look at that. We pulled that off with. So that could have been a really beautiful game too. Like.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
Next up was Best Mobile Game, And it's kind of funny. Like, I know Balatro came out on mobile, but
Yep.
it was originally a PC game. Like,
Yep.
is that a way to count it? I don't know.
Maybe. Like it's
I
I
guess
have
it.
I have it on the phone, so
Yeah,
it's
me too.
yeah. Considering everything that's kind of against, kind of no brainer. And I feel like it was a way for them to get it a win.
Yes, right. As a best game.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Best narrative game went to Metaphor ReFantasio.
I thought this would have been Gollum, but remember Gollum? That was this year, right? Or was that last year?
I think it was early this year.
I thought it was like January or February. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, then best performance in the game went to Melina Jurgens for Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no
She
problem
does
with
real
that one.
good in that. That's
Yeah.
not a problem. Yeah.
Um, Best score in music went to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Sure. Sure.
Best audio went to Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. I can see that. You yeah. I put a couple hours into that, and like you've always got stuff just happening all around you. Like it just.
Yeah, you got the voices in each ear, I guess, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best adaptation, which is I guess for TV, went to Fallout, which I haven't watched yet myself.
Also, an excellent song by the Police.
There you go.
Oh,
I
oh.
just realized. Did you know there's a live action, or is it a cartoon, like a Dragon Yakuza?
No, no idea. I
Weird.
don't watch a lot of what the kids call the TV,
Right, right.
the television.
Yeah,
Steals your soul. Don't trust it.
it really does.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look into that. That's
it
interesting.
does. Just like NASA covered up the fact there is flat.
And that's it for tonight, folks.
That's it. Good night, everybody. No, I'm kidding about that. I am totally kidding about that. Anyone who's listening, I don't actually believe that. We are making a joke. It's terribly funny. Please do not comment in the comments about how Rob is a flat earther.
But he really is.
No, the Earth is shaped like a crescent, like a giant, like a croissant, and we are at the
Oh,
center
boy.
where the butter would go.
Yes, we are. Best multiplayer game went to Helldivers 2. Again.
Again, that's not surprising at all.
Surprised that Super Mario Party Jamboree lost out. Because that's,
Are you really though?
I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's. I don't feel like there's been a great Mario Party game in a while, and they just
yeah.
kind of keep making best of the mini games.
Well, can you
kind of
believe
thing.
this is already, I think, the third Mario Party that's out on the Switch? Because they had like one new one
Mm-hmm.
right when the Switch came out, like within the first year or two, and then they last year, maybe 2 years ago, they had the best of one that took all the best
Yeah.
of from all the previous ones, and now then there's this one, the Super
Yeah.
Mario Party Jamboree, which is another new entry. So,
Jimmy Jamboree.
Jimmy Jamboree. Best independent game went to Balatro.
Sure did.
Animal Well, I'm not familiar with. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, I've heard of that one.
That sounds amazing.
It does, right? Neva again. And UFO 50, which also I've heard is awesome.
Gotcha.
It's a collection of 50 like 8-bit style brand new games.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
I've heard
excuse
some
me.
heard some pretty good things about that. Best indie game, Balatro. Again, so Balatro took home 3 prizes.
Yeah, this is debut indie game.
Oh, sorry, debut indie
Yeah,
game. Yeah,
yeah, which makes sense if
yeah,
it won Best Indie that it should win the debut indie as well. But
yeah. I guess. Hey.
yeah,
Um.
mostly the few new games. The
Uh.
Plucky Squire was one I wanted to try, but I never did.
Yeah. Most anticipated game. Uh. The winner was Grand Theft Auto 6. Duh.
How is this an award?
Yeah.
It's like you haven't. This is for something that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Just people are looking forward to this. You could this Grand Theft Auto 6 could have won for the last 10 years. Then
Mm-hmm.
like when it comes out, it's going to be
Well,
awesome.
I think all these games have. Well, except for Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah,
They haven't given a release date for that, did they?
I don't think so.
No, they just gave that preview and okay. Anyways, um, the other games on this list were Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai, which is the sequel to the Ghost of Tsushima, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Maybe Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will be a launch title for the Switch 2.
Oh, nah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Best role playing game went to Metaphor ReFantasio.
Oops, I should probably. There we go. I don't know how often people. I kind of had her chat up a little bit.
Oh,
So
okay.
thankfully, I do the audio one, so people can't read all the things you were saying about our fans. Man, that Billy is a real tool.
Um,
Sorry, best role playing game.
Best role playing game went to Metaphor ReFantasio. Um,
Not Dragon Age Veilguard.
no. Were they out in time to be considered?
I guess they were out about a month and a half ago.
Oh
So
yeah, it's something.
probably, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Games for impact, which I guess mean like emotional games.
Yeah, makes you feel.
Makes you feel the feels, eh?
Yeah.
Neva won that.
Well, hey, good for it.
So content creator, Queso,
Sure.
no idea.
We were again snubbed for this award,
Yeah.
although these people probably do more than 7 videos a year.
7 videos a year, yeah. Best action adventure game went to Astrobot. Best action game, not action adventure, but action,
That's
went
right.
to. It's like they created categories to get everything that was the game of the year at least one award,
Yeah.
right?
Like you're good enough, fella. Don't worry about it.
So best action went to Black Myth Wukong. Um, Best fighting game went to Tekken 8.
Was there a Tekken 8?
Sure.
Did we all just miss that? Congratulations, Tekken 8.
Yeah.
I heard nothing about you.
Innovation and accessibility went to Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, a game I still like to try.
Yeah. Yeah.
Best community support went to Baldur's Gate.
Again, a category that has nothing to do with the game itself.
Yeah. Best family game went to Astrobot. And this is where all the Switch games showed up because Princess Peach.
I was going to say, they're all in here, yeah.
Yeah, Princess Peach Showtime, Super Mario Jamboree, and The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom are in here.
And the Plucky Squire.
And The Plucky Squire.
Which is a game I need to try.
Best Sim strategy game went to Frostpunk 2.
Boo.
I will fight you.
I'm just kidding.
Best sport racing game went to EA Sports FC 25.
So, best sport / racing, I think we need to put a space in there because
Sorry.
I read it like that first, and I'm like, there's no racing games in here. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Those are all sports games.
Best VR AR game, Batman Arkham Shadow. All right.
There you go.
Best
This this category makes me laugh. Best esports game. It's like these are all games that are 20 years old.
Yeah. League of
Like,
Legends. League of Legends is the winner.
yeah. Counter-Strike 1, Dota 2, and okay, Valorant's newer. Valorant might be the newest game here.
Yeah. Well, what's Mobile Legends Bang Bang? That's an esport game, apparently.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Okay, please do.
Oh,
Best esports athlete was Faker.
good for him.
Yeah.
Or them, there.
Them. Best esports team was T1 with their League of Legends team.
Right. 1.544 megabits a second. Because they're a T1.
Gotcha.
That's a nerd joke.
That's a real nerd joke.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to install T1s, folks. Many years ago. Many years. So did this guy, Bill. But
okay, the Game Changer Award went to Amr Satvat in honor of his commitment to helping game developers affected by layoffs and studio closures to find jobs. Like, he created a database for them to register to. That's awesome.
honestly, that might be the best award out of all of them.
Yeah.
Good for him. That's good.
And Player's Choice Award, or Player's Voice. This was the one that I guess anybody could vote on.
Yeah.
And it went to Black Myth Wukong.
There you go.
There you go.
Those are the Game Awards.
That's the actual awards. Now, the other part of the Game Awards that I like to talk about
Were the commercials.
The commercials. Exactly. It's the Super Nerd Bowl.
No, they have. It's becoming quickly one of the big places to debut videos and find out about new games.
Yeah.
And there were some announcements. Ryan's going to do them all for you in alphabetical order. Go.
Well, one of the big ones was there was a CG trailer for Naughty Dog's new game, which is it's called Intergalactic the Heretic.
Intergalactic. Planetary.
The Heretic.
Intergalactic. I'm making a Beastie Boys joke. I'm sorry. Yeah.
The Heretic Prophet? Yeah, the Heretic Prophet, not Project. They have a typo there.
Ah, yeah. No, good catch. Good catch.
Elden Ring Night Rain.
Although later on it does say the Heretic Project in the description as well, so maybe this game doesn't know what it is.
But the official.
You want to go...
Well, it says it in the title there of the video. Like if you look in the background of the video there, it says
the
Heretic Prophet.
That says Prophet. Okay.
Oh yeah, so
it's a Naughty Dog game.
Yeah. Elden Ring Night Rain, which is set in the Elden Ring universe, and it's a co-op game.
That'd be interesting. That's something that a lot of those... Have they had a cooperative in any of the Elden Rings or Dark Souls or anything like that?
Not that I know of. So...
It's interesting.
Yeah. I heard there was something weird with it too, like you could either play it like one player online with people, or if you want to do a team, it has to be 3. You can't do 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next video caused a lot of... Well, I mean, a lot of people are pretty happy, but then, you give people to think about time to think about stuff, and then they get stupid.
Yeah.
The Witcher 4 trailer premiered, and it's another CGI trailer. And
should have probably been a big deal.
Yeah. And it showed that the main character in The Witcher 4 is going to be Ciri, which some people weren't happy about. And there was a lot of backlash about why'd they make her so ugly. I don't get it. So, anyways, Witcher 4 is coming, and
I don't want my games woke. Although to be fair, I don't get the woke part in this game. There's lots of other games that do that.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Age kind of bonks you over the head with it repeatedly, but um, this sure didn't seem like that. It just seemed like, hey, we're going to have this female character that you had in the game. You like strong female characters in your games. We've seen it. Here you go. Oh, she doesn't look like Tomb Raider. Ah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. I'm not white knighting on this or anything. It's just like I've never played The Witcher,
Mm-hmm.
but this seems a little ridiculous. That this is the thing they got out of the trailer.
Yeah. Anyways, it looked awesome and dark, which is everything you kind of wanted of The Witcher.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
So the director, Fumito Ueda. Oh my god.
This is the episode where Ryan butchers every Japanese name he has to read.
Yeah. The guy who directed Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, amongst also The Last Guardian.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was kind of a CGI trailer revealing. It kind of showed this guy climbing a giant robot, and then when he got to the head of it, like the head took off before this wave of I don't even know what to call it hit it.
Yep.
Just like darkness, evil, something like that. Anyways, it yeah. I mean, did you ever play Shadow of the Colossus?
I did.
Yeah.
I also played Ico back in the day.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. That was a PS2 game that was still on CD.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've played Shadow of the Colossus and I played a bit of The Last Guardian, and I enjoyed them both.
Yeah. They're very narrative, right? Very
oh my
very
god, yeah.
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 Still one spot in the second one there, Shadow Colossus, that makes a lot of grown men cry.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
What? No.
Oh boy. So how about this next one, Rob? Were you excited?
Yeah, I'm cautiously excited. Yeah. So Ryan's talking about Borderlands 4. Kind of as the Borderlands fanboy of the crew. I'm cautiously optimistic. The art style looks a little more refined. Some new characters like this timekeeper. Looks a lot less obnoxious than the two twins there from the last game. The ones that had like the loud radio announcer voices.
Oh, good.
So it looks good. They have like a big war kind of going on between two of the factions there, and Zane's back in here as the kind of the swashbuckler type character, and another siren, because you can't have one of these without siren. I think she's a siren anyway. She's wearing like the purple midriff shirt, and looks good. I didn't see a lot of Claptrap in there, but where they were really focusing on him. So
yeah,
it looks
like
a chance to be good.
Looks like a Borderlands game.
It looks like a Borderlands game. Yeah. So hopefully they went. We were just talking about woke. It seems like they went a little bit left, I guess, with the last game. Like, just kind of for the sake. It's not that you can't have that in a game, but when you do it to be in the game to create a certain type of humor, it's like, I'd like to just be in a world where it's like, there's no left, there's no right. You're just a bunch of science fiction characters. You're blowing up things with guns. This could be it. We'll see. It's still pretty early. I don't think they haven't really shown much in the way of gameplay, like just snippets in the trailer. But it's Borderlands 4. It's a looter shooter, and it says 2025, which is I think they can be pretty safe with that wide of a
window, right?
Hopefully, it's better than the movie. Because if we had a worst of list, which we may have, the movie's going to be in it. That'll be a spoiler for anyone who's. That was bad. That was real bad. Yeah, Borderlands 4. It's
All right.
fantastic. Yeah.
So next up, there's a trailer for Okami, which is like, oh, but that's got to be pushing like 15, almost 20 years that this game came
Yeah.
out.
2006. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Wii game when it first came out, and I think it's been ported to everything else since. Um, but yeah, I remember I rented it actually. I never actually bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and tried it out and had some fun. It was cool because you had to do a bunch of drawing, like paint brushing with the Wii remote, some
And
waggling,
waggle controls. Yeah.
waggling.
Because if it doesn't have waggle, it ain't got that swaggle. Am I right?
There you go.
Yeah. So tell me you watched the trailer for this next one.
You know what? I didn't. This is the first I'm seeing of
Take
it.
take a minute. I'm going to talk.
And check it
If
out.
you just check it out for a minute,
Okay.
and I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. It's the Bandai Namco for the 45th anniversary next year of Pac-Man are releasing a 2D action platformer. At least it looks like that. It's called Shadow Labyrinth, and it looks very, new visualization of kind of like a platformer. And then the last 10 seconds got real weird, and Ryan should begin there just about that. And yeah,
Ah.
yeah, take it in.
Wow.
Yeah. So it looked like a pretty normal game right till the end, right? And then all of a sudden there's like a venom-looking giant,
Mm-hmm.
dark Pac-Man with like
Well,
giant razor teeth.
and the rest of the game, like the action platformer, you're not playing as Pac-Man. You're like, it looks like Pac-Man's a sidekick or the
Yeah.
tool floating with the person or something. Like it looks like he might send them off to do stuff, but it looks like you're a normal person.
Yeah. And then there's a giant symbiote, evil-looking
Yeah,
Pac-Man type creature.
at the end. Yeah, it looks
It's
like
like,
it's like Venom if Venom
yeah.
got into
So
Pac-Man. Huh.
no idea what the hell that's about.
Wow. Interesting.
This feels to me like it's going to be one of those games that you can kind of tell. I think it's going to be awful.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm wrong, but yeah, that's a trailer. Check it out for yourselves. I don't really want
Yeah.
to spoil too much, but and then this next one, I don't know what you, Ryan. I had no idea this was coming.
Outer Worlds
Other
2?
than, yeah, it was one of those
Oh.
ones where it was like, I figured they must be working on it because the first one did so well,
Yeah.
but I did not realize it was as close as it is. So
Mm-hmm.
Obsidian launched a trailer for the Outer Worlds 2, and it's actually quite a funny watch. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like from the makers of, and it was like this game 2, and then this game 2,
Yeah.
and then Fallout 3 2. What is New Vegas? Comes another sequel.
Yeah.
It was really well done.
Here, I'll read it. I just started playing it.
Yeah.
See if it'll from the studio that brought you Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2,
2.
Neverwinter Nights 2, Fallout 3, New Vegas.
So it was like this is the Fallout 3 2,
Yeah.
which was New Vegas.
Did you end up playing the first one?
Oh, I did, yeah.
Yeah. It was good. Like I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it. It had a fun. I don't. Did they ever patch that light thing where if there's like a light source behind the guy's head, it would just kind of keep getting brighter and brighter, and his face would glow?
I don't
No?
know. All
Yeah.
I remember is that that was the first game I kind of noticed, and it must be part of that problem because they really tried to make it look like. Um, One thing you don't see in video games very often is like light shining through people's ears, and
Yes.
if it, and it was really predominant in this game. Like
Hmm.
every you could see light through everybody's ears, and it was glowing. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a fun game. So that's due out. It says 2025.
Yeah, so that's going to be a big
Doesn't
year
really give
for
it a time.
Obsidian because they're going to have Outer Worlds 2 out and Avowed, which is coming out in February. So, big year for
Yeah.
Obsidian. What else we got here? Oh, Virtual Fighter 6. There's a trailer for Virtual Fighter 6 from Sega.
Sega.
Um, Matt, do you remember when Virtual Fighter first started out as? It's like this
I sure do.
clunky polygon fighter.
Yep. Great. But it was like it was kind of revolutionary the way it looked. It looked
It did.
amazing for the time. It's
It
like
really did.
players kind of bent normally. Like
I remember renting this with a buddy of mine, and it had like a kind of like a parry system, so that if you punch at someone, you could block and parry it, but then
mhm.
you could parry the parry. And we get into these big, like, just parrying fights where the guys are like, "Choo, choo, 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 choo." You're not actually hurting each other, just.
Yeah. 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 Then if you got to a certain point, you would Luke parry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, then next up from Hazelight Studios, which is the company that brought us It Takes Two, I believe, which was the Game Awards winner 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that game came out.
Sure.
They also did A Way Out. Is another one of their. Seems like they only do co-op games, like games that can only
Yeah.
be played in
Yeah.
co-op. Because
Split screen co-op.
yeah, this one's called Split Fiction, and it's apparently two different stories, one from a fantasy writer's perspective and one from a sci-fi writer's perspective.
Yeah.
So,
It looks very interesting.
hmm
You should stop kicking your dog there, Ryan. That's
you can hear that, eh?
ah,
Yeah,
Dad.
he loves to get after the cat. Gets the cat cornered, and then just barks at her like that. I'm hoping my wife will take care of that. Oh, and then Capcom showed a CGI teaser for a new Onimusha game. Onimusha? The
Oh,
Warlords, it's called Onimusha Way of the Sword. Um, yeah.
20 years since the last one there.
Wow.
It's totally not reading that off a script here.
Yeah. Sonic Racing is coming back. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
Yeah, it was a 20-second teaser for
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just Shadow the Hedgehog driving in a car. So guessing that game not coming out right away.
Yeah. Or maybe.
But that's exciting. I played the crud out of the last two Sonic Racing games, so very
Uh,
excited.
then we got a trailer for Mafia the Old Country, which, again, looked pretty awesome. I haven't played any of the Mafia games, but I've heard good things.
Whew.
This one kind of shocked me. I kind of thought this franchise was dead.
I did too.
Turok Origins. It's going to be a co-op or single-player combat and harvest enemies DNA, meaning dinosaurs. If you've never played Turok the Dinosaur
Yep.
Hunter.
Yep. Yep.
I have to say, Turok 1 and 2, I played the crap out of on the old N64 there. I finished 1, got close on 2, and
Hmm.
something shiny got my attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Or you're got a big blister here in the middle of your palm. Yep.
Then they showed a trailer for Helldivers 2. The Illuminat finally come to Helldivers 2, and I've only been hearing about it because I guess they were a big part of the first Helldivers game. And
Okay.
I haven't actually played much Helldivers lately, and I went in and it it really rejuvenated the game because things have been getting a little stale with just fighting uh,
Bugs.
the bugs and the robots.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't think of their what names they give them in there, but things it was just very samey. But they did a lot of updates. The Illuminates are attacking existing super Earth colonies, so
Ah,
it's all like street warfare, like it's all like in little towns and cities.
oh, right on.
Um, One of the main baddies looks like a tripod from like War of the Worlds, like
Oh, fun.
with a big blue beam that comes out of it. Oh yeah, it's crazy because I guess their whole thing is the Illuminates are turning humans into their like minions, like to attack you. So
Right.
you've got these high tech Illuminates with like big lasers and like just better weapons than you have, and
Mm-hmm.
then hordes of these zombie people, and they like I thought you got swarmed with the I want to say cryptids with the bugs. I think they're called cryptids.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I would think you would get swarmed with those. Not even
Mm-hmm.
close to this. Like this brings a whole new like franticness and everything. It looks it's pretty awesome.
All right on.
Very very fun. I was going to talk about that in the what we've been playing, but just add this to that portion when I mention it again.
Sure, sure.
um, Next up, there's a trailer for Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. Ninja Gaiden, the franchise that just
Refuses to die.
refuses to die, just when you least expect it. Good.
Yeah.
I've never tried any of the new generation Ninja Gaiden games, like the ones they're apparently pretty difficult. I think they started coming out on the
Yeah.
360 and so on. But
Yeah, and this one's going to be a side scroller, like a throwback side
yes,
scroller,
yeah, that's right.
kind of
Yeah,
pixely.
where the new ones like it was like Ninja Gaiden Delta and Black or something. Like they had weird names. Or
They had very 2000s names.
yeah. Why are we
I'm
keeping you up, Rob?
sorry, I'm sleepy.
Um,
Oh,
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was announced coming to PC. They showed a trailer for that,
that's right.
as well as Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is also coming to PC.
PC Masters Race.
PC Master Race.
Cool.
A new Tekken 8 fighter will be added, and he's from the world of Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah,
Clive Rosfield. Cool.
sure. For that game we didn't know.
Yeah. Warren Spector has a new game coming out. Um, Stealth action game called Thick as Thieves. Look, I mean, it intrigued
Skin.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There was a trailer for Slay the Spire 2.
That's very exciting.
Very
Looking
exciting.
forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Um, Dying Light the Beast. Coming summer 2025. So
Sure.
it doesn't seem like that long ago that Dying Light 2 came out, does it?
No, it does not actually. But this is DLC. No, it's just a
No,
regular new game.
it's a new game. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, then Kyora, a 2D sandbox adventure for 1 to 8 players. I missed that trailer.
Terraria, the sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really. It's not made by them, but it's just the
Yeah.
first thing I thought of. Type of game where you do that kind of stuff.
Then there's a reveal trailer for Steel Hunters, a new mech game from the World of Tanks team. So that's a free to play game. Oh, and
Do you like?
it's gonna be another free to play this mech
Gotcha.
hero shooter. Yeah,
Do you like controlling mechs with 700 key inputs?
there
You
you.
too can play
Yeah,
Steel Hunters. Oh, if it's a free to play, maybe it'll be a lot easier than that. But I always think of Steel Battalion when I see games like that, and it's like, this is cartoonishly hard to control.
yeah. Um, then the developers of the game Sifu revealed Rematch. It's a soccer game. So yeah, it
Yeah,
utilizes lessons that they have learned about the precise dynamic movement from Slowcop's previous titles. So I get that. Sifu is yeah.
yeah.
um from the developers of Overcooked, a new game called Stage Fright. Um it looks very much like Overcooked, like with the kind, but with more puzzles, I guess, and your um yeah, I
Yeah,
it's like from what I got, it looked like you're like I don't know trying to escape rooms or something. Like I don't know.
yeah. Looks very interesting. Just
Um,
in my seat here. Erk.
then there's
Oh,
excuse me, um, Dispatch, which you're like a dispatcher for superheroes.
yeah. It actually looked really interesting.
It did, right?
Yeah, you're like a fallen hero who lost his mech suit, so you're like an Iron Man ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just now you lose your mech suit, and now you're a dispatcher for superhero teams. And hilarity ensues.
Um, so MotoGP developer Milestone is bringing back Screamer. Now, are you familiar with Screamer?
It was like a Japanese animation for racing game, I believe. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one is going to have anime edge with thanks to Polygon Pictures and the voice of Troy Baker.
anime.
Anime. Um, and then last but not least, we have Berserker,
That might be a little bit least.
the first Berserker Kazan, um, coming from the Russo brothers. Oh, interesting. Action RPG. Huh. I'm gonna have to watch that trailer too. I
Yeah,
didn't see that one. So yeah, that was the Game Award announcements.
it was. There was a lot to take in.
So I'm gonna take a little break on talking here, Rob, and let you talk about this next thing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So this this is brought a little ray of sunshine into my life. Just sitting there minding my own business, enjoying the upcoming Christmas season, and I get an email from my buddies at Amico Gaming, the Winter Holiday Update 2024 newsletter. So I want to share this all with you. I'm gonna go over some highlights. There was a roadmap they launched last year of like where they were going to be throughout the year. And as we go through this letter, I will tell you everything they missed and everything that wasn't mentioned. And at the end, we'll take questions. So, happy holidays, good cheer to everyone around the world. Exciting news. Okay. Amico Home and 5 Amico games are now available in the Apple App Store today. So, what happened? It took so long to get to the iOS. Well, it turns out that I keep wanting to say Intellivision, but they got nothing to do with Intellivision. We'll get to that later. They Amico went to Apple and said, "Hey, you know how you guys fought Fortnite because they weren't allowed to sell things within their app because you're supposed to buy it through the Yeah, can we do that?" It went about as well soon. So now on Android, you need to have the Amico Home app so you can play the games. iOS, you don't, because that you have to buy all the games through the store. But other than that, it works exactly the same. You need the game on one device, and then you need to have the Amico controller app on the other device. So you need two phones or a phone and a tablet to play these games. So what games are they? It's a great question. You've got Astro Smash, Cornhole, Missile Command, Rigid Force Redux Enhanced, and Shark Shark. So that's not all the. Those aren't all they have on it, but they also have Dart Frenzy and Sideswipers, which will be coming soon for iOS. Yeah. So these games, like Rigid Force Redux Enhanced, right now is a space shooter. You can buy this on the Android store right now for 25 Canadian. So that's like $7 American, Freedom dollars, Biden bucks, Trump tourniquet, whatever you want to, yeah, whatever side you fall on. The money that's worth something. For us, it's $24.99 because we live in the frosted Canada check.
Canada.
Yeah, we live in the 51st state. But yeah, so you could buy this for $24.99. Right underneath it on the App Store, like the Google Play Store, you can buy the mobile version of the same game for $4. So I'm going to keep talking. Ryan's off walking away. So yeah, but if you have the boxed edition of the game, which was the special edition, I've actually got that because I'm an idiot. You can get the free game if you just open up and you read the little RF code thing. But the only chance these things have of being worth anything is if you leave the boxes open or leave the boxes sealed, and then one day it becomes like, hey, you remember that system that never came out? Here's some boxed games for it, and maybe it'll be worth some money. But you can also buy. You could go back to the limited collector's boxed edition shop and actually buy these still, if you're a masochist. So they're talking about new games. They're saying we want to continue to port more Amico titles to Amico Home. Porting would imply that these things came out at one point, but they never came out for anything. So I was just talking to Ryan about, they say they're working to port more Amico titles to Amico Home, but porting means they actually came out on something.
Right.
And they never did. But first game is Finnegan Fox, which is like a little platform, a cute little platformer with a fox. Then Evil Knievel. It's like a ragdoll physics kind of game featuring Evil Knievel. You jump over stuff with a motorbike. So one of the first things on the roadmap from the beginning of the year was they were going to release hardware Bluetooth Amico controllers.
Right.
This was their thing. You had to have these controllers. They were special controllers. That never happened. They never talked about it. They never did anything with it. Now in the newsletter they say, now that we've shipped Amico Home on iOS, we'll resume work on supporting this software hardware controller in the new year. So at some point, you two could own these. They'll probably be way overpriced, not worth the trouble. But yes, they're going to release it. And also, if you want, you can be part of their indie development program, which totally doesn't exist, is not real, but it gives them a little buzz thing they can put in their newsletter. And last but certainly not least, they have more Amico, who's the mascot of the Amico, merchandise. You can get them on T-shirts, cups. I don't know if they have a little plushie of them. Tell your friends. Yes. So I know you walked away, Ryan,
Yes.
but you could probably still answer this question for me.
Mm-hmm.
What did they not talk about?
An actual console release?
Yeah, yeah. The console. The whole point this got released. The whole thing behind the many Kickstarters and indie go. Not a single talk about it. Not a thing.
So, can I read a little blurb here? It's from an article I found where they were talking about Atari. Or did you talk about that? Or you want to
Not
hold on
yet.
to that?
No, no. You can totally. I know what you're about to say, so you go ahead.
So, Atari bought the Intellivision brand
They sure did.
back in May.
Yep.
So this blurb here, Atari bought the Intellivision brand and the console's IPs, but did not buy Intellivision LLC as a whole. With that, the company being left to rebrand. More pressingly, Intellivision LLC has been left with the Amico, a console trapped in development hell that still hasn't hit shelves. And after the abandonment of the Intellivision Amico trademark, likely never will.
Yeah. So the big thing is if you look for these games the in the app stores, they still say for the Intellivision Amico, which many people are pointing out may soon just become the Amico.
Yeah.
It's yeah, and it is funny that Atari wanted absolutely nothing to do with the Amico. Yeah.
Hasn't
So
Atari put out like 2 or 3 consoles in this entire development cycle of the Amico? I mean, they haven't been great consoles,
yeah,
but
I mean they've been putting. I don't know if it's them doing the 2600 and the 7800 plus there, but
mm-hmm.
they're things, and they've been making like that 50 years of Atari thing
Yeah,
they did. They're
yeah,
still adding add-ons to that. Um, it's been great. Like they're doing some decent things, and they're definitely doing more than the Amico. But yeah, so no roadmap for this one, but
yeah.
it is they're not dead, I guess.
Yet.
Yeah, they're getting there. They're getting there. So there you go.
What this like? We've been doing this show over what, almost 5 years now, four
Yeah, it
years.
started in 2019, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, we were doing it right before the pandemic hit, and then we've been doing it since then. Um, yeah, like this has been a really good source of
Yep.
news for us. Like, how many times have we reported on Amico stuff?
Yep. And we even had Tommy Tallarico comment on one of our videos at one point
Yeah,
when he was just searching for his name and commenting on things.
yeah.
But you know what? His mom is very proud of him.
His mom is very
That's
proud.
very, very proud of him. And he was on MTV Cribs. Except
Kinda,
he wasn't. Yeah.
kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Great video. Great video.
Um. So, are you good for Amico?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until the next big thing.
Okay. Next little bit of news we have here is that Sony has presented to From Software an intent to purchase.
All right. All right.
Yeah. There. It looks like it's going to probably happen. So that'll be a good little notch in Sony's belt.
Right. Yep.
They would have all the Dark Souls games and
Yeah.
Demon Souls and Elden Ring. Be interesting to see what they decide to do with that. If they just make it console exclusives or...
Right. Which is funny because every time Microsoft is like even kind of appeared like they might do that, Sony would lose their minds.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't do that to
Yeah.
us. We want a COD.
But you know, they also bought Bungie. And they've still let everything be, but I guess that could be grandfathering as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the new game that Bungie's working on, it's a remake of their first shooter.
Oh, Marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard if that's going to be console exclusive or not. So yeah.
It's very interesting.
It'd be interesting to see what pans of this. And the only other little bit of news that I heard that I wanted to report on is that the Nintendo Switch has finally surpassed the PlayStation 2 in the US market as the number 2 selling console of all time.
So that's the consoles or the games?
The consoles.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I can see that.
Yeah. 46.6 million. And it's only second in consoles to the Nintendo DS.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. In the US. This is US.
Right.
Market. Yeah. So yeah, that's...
I guess everyone had a DS back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And we're kind of at a point where everybody has a Switch.
It's true.
Like, parents buy their kids Switches now. Like, I can't even tell you how many, like, in restaurants and stuff, I've seen kids just playing, Switch Lites and...
Back in my day, Ryan, we just got the Switch.
Me too, man. Me too.
Let's go cut yourself off a tree when you sassed your mother there.
So I'll just add this little tidbit. So this is why we never heard of like a Switch 2 yet. Especially like when you're getting into the last half of the year, they're not going to announce it then. Because they don't want to affect their Christmas sales.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. So, and I mean, there's lots of rumblings that it's going to be like February. We're going to have the reveal for a March-April sale. So, we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's been,
Brent has been talking about it every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
For 5 years.
So, do you remember the Canadian company D-Brand?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they went against Sony when they were making their own side plates and changed theirs just enough so that they wouldn't get sued.
They're a great company.
They are. They're pretty funny. They don't take no crap. They posted some pictures of their supposed Switch 2 case this week. So that's what got Brent really going this week.
Right. I mean, we all know it's coming, right?
Yeah.
But if they do not call it the Switch U, they are missing out and they're cowards. And I will fight them. All of them.
It would be awesome if that's what the Switch 2 was. Like you just get a Switch, or it's a TV console that you connect your Switch to.
Yep.
And then use it as a second screen. They're like, this is gonna work, whether you like it or not.
This time we're in.
Yeah.
And we're bringing back the... All I have to say is we're back the...
Oh, you clipped there for a second.
Bring back the virtual console, you cowards.
Oh my god. Talking about the... one of the things in this other article that I quoted from about Atari purchasing in television, they're saying it's really good for keeping retro gaming alive because that's
Yep.
Atari's really been working on that.
Mm-hmm.
And as much as I like to complain about Nintendo's the way they're doing the the NES store and the SNES store and everything right now,
Yep.
um, they haven't been the games haven't been all like the top 20 or top 50 games that everybody knows.
Oh no, absolutely not.
They've brought in some real deep cuts, and
Mm-hmm.
I commend them for that. I will not commend them on the fact that they have no actual release schedule. They
Yep.
seem to just drop 4 or 5 games whenever the heck they feel like it. It could
Mm-hmm.
be within a month of each other. It could be within 4 months of each other, and it's
Yep.
on all those platforms. And
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of that in that sense it's super frustrating. But I mean, just as an example, like when would you ever think that as part of what they were doing, Rob, Baseball Simulator 1000 would be one of the titles?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's one of my favorite titles. It was my group of friends, we all knew about it and
Mm-hmm.
loved that game.
Yep.
And, but not something that like people clamored for, right?
Yep. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, just interesting. Well, I think that's all we got for news, right?
That is all the news. You betcha.
All the news fit to choose. Um, well, again, I was talking a lot, Rob, so why don't you tell us what you've been playing?
Absolutely. So I've been playing a couple of games here in the last little bit. The first one is an Evercade exclusive
Oh, okay.
called Full Void, and I got the box right here. Uh,
Oh,
it's kind of the lighting makes it look a little more like a ghost, but that's just a kid's face. So it's a rotoscope type game, like a flashback,
oh,
and it's the idea behind the game is that you're like the parents of the world have all been zombified essentially by these. They all have these Apple Vision type goggles that are all, and they're all stuck in this world, and these aliens are taken, basically zombified them all, but that the kids are immune to it. So it's like this resistance of kids that are trying to fight back against these aliens here, and you're basically it's like a puzzle platformer, just like Flashback, and it's absolutely awesome. Like it's got a great soundtrack. I'm not even sure who makes it. It's it's a Blaze exclusive, but I don't think they're
like
they're
they're not the
yeah
company.
they're the publisher, but I don't. Sorry, I don't know who actually made the game, but it's super interesting. And this is the kind of thing I love on the arcade, like just the some of the original content. Like there's been a few games like that where it's just like they're really good for indies. It's funny because we were just talking about support for indies, but the Evercade has been great for that because there's a lot of people out there with it. It's and honestly, these games are amazing, and I've put a lot of time into the game. Like it's got full kind of cutscenes there, like kind of an animated style. It's really cool. So if you've got an Evercade, I'd pick it up. It's game 32 in the series. The thing with the Evercade is that if you don't get in while they still have them, they tend to sell out, and then you have to go on to the eBays to get them, and the price goes up quite a bit. But so a lot of Evercade collecting is frantically ordering things in bunches so you don't, 'cause you have the fear of missing out. But yeah, Full Void Arcade, highly recommended.
So the developer is out of the bit limited.
Ah, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you.
Um, they've also made Super Arcade Football, soccer, and Super Arcade Racing. Are there two
Oh,
other
there you go.
games? Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, great on them. It's Evercade exclusive as of right now, so if you have an Evercade, you can buy it for $20. It's
Awesome.
it's good. The other game I've been playing was one I picked up on a whim. Hidden Secret. Well, not really Hidden Secret, but anyone who watches the series knows I've got kind of a soft spot for wrestling games. Hadn't been playing them in a while. Like the PlayStation 2, N64. That era was kind of like when I thought they really shone. But there was a great sale for I guess it would have been Black Friday,
Right, yeah.
probably, where WWE 2K24 came out. And 2K23 was ridden full of bugs. And I almost hate bought that just to try it out. But I played 2K24 and I've been getting into there's a couple of story modes where you create a character and you just kind of go through a story with them, where you're kind of rising from the indies up into get called up to the big show. And it's, and you're building up stats and things like that. It's pretty cool. The mechanics, they're a little more complicated than the grappling system. Like I'm getting used to it. There's just a little too much, but and a lot of the focus of the game is online, and it's
Oh.
no, thank you. I don't want to make an account. I don't wrestle anyone like that, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of customization. They also have a bunch of characters hidden behind a paywall that I
Surprise, surprise.
hate. Yeah, yeah. But as far as the base game goes, I'm having fun with it. I'm still going through the story, and it's kind of cool, kind of cool. So WWE 2K24.
So before you get to the big show, like, do they have you like wrestling in like crappy arenas
Yeah, they did actually.
or
They
like
just had like it was like
backyards or
no, it was like an indie league. I think it was a PWF or something like that. It was
Oh, okay, okay.
so in the one where you're the girls league, they have you do an indie show and then you accompany someone who got called up or got invited to an audition, and then you kind of prove yourself there, and then you get invited up. And
Oh,
so it's like
cool.
they have a little bit of a backstory that you're there, and then you come up there, and it's it's cool. This I found it quite a few times where it's like I hit the button I was pretty sure I was supposed to be hitting, and it just wasn't doing the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just there's too much going on, and the computer, of course, is like just super awesome at everything it
Of
does.
course, yeah.
And or you're doing a match, and it's like a Royal Rumble, and so you're in, and then like one random thing happens, and all of a sudden you're thrown out, and it's like, oh, I lost that, I guess.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I can't, right.
Uh, but yeah, no, it was all right. That's kind of what I've been playing anyway. It's that's my story.
That's your story?
Yeah. So Ryan, what's your story?
My story is um what I've been playing. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I got lost my window here. Here it is.
Uh oh.
I recovered.
Nice, nice.
Um so as I gushed about already when we were talking about the trailer there, I've been playing a
Mm-hmm.
lot of Helldivers 2 again lately.
Right, right.
Um Getting back in there against the Illuminate, and yeah. I'm gonna just tell you right now, Rob, it's my game of the year.
Oh,
Helldivers 2. It's gonna be my number one game of the year.
okay.
So you don't even
Spoilers for anyone watching. Yeah,
you don't even have to watch our or check out our other listings. It's gonna be my game of the year.
yeah.
Like they just get the multiplayer down so well in that game,
Mm-hmm.
and the cooperative nature of it. It's such a good experience. And now it's been revitalized with with the addition of the Illuminate, and so. But the other game I need to gush about, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Rivals came out since the last time we got together.
It did.
I think it's only been like barely 2 weeks.
Yep.
I think actually tomorrow is 2 weeks that it's been out. And Rob, this game is awesome. It is like, it already has a plus for it because it's Marvel characters, and I always give the
Hmm.
Marvel games like a chance, and then I let them break my heart because they're, games like the Avengers come out.
Yeah.
Um, but uh, that is not the case here. They, I think they did enough testing with it and polishing before they released it. I've never been in on the ground floor on a shooter, like as it's come out like this,
Mm-hmm.
like a competitive shooter like this. Like, I got into Overwatch probably almost 2 years after it was already out. So a bunch of fixes had already happened.
Hmm.
Um, and same with Apex Legends. Like, I was a late gamer into that. In those that series of or types of
Hmm.
games. But so not only do I get to play with Marvel characters,
Hmm.
and again, it's not just all. Well, there's a lot of the MCU characters in there right now.
Hmm.
Because you can also go and buy MCU costumes for like it's costumes from the movies. Like
Sure. Sure.
Wolverine is one of the characters, and you can buy his like Deadpool and Wolverine outfit. Um,
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Deadpool is not a character in there yet. Um, it's going to be interesting to see how they add characters, whether they'll be
Hmm.
stuck behind a paywall. I mean, they
Hmm.
will they will in some fashion be stuck behind a paywall because they have a battle pass,
Oh, sure.
like as everybody else does, and I picked it up just
Hmm.
and it's just the same typical price. It's like $12.99 for the battle pass.
Sure.
And as you play, you unlock um, the usual like emotes and victory stances and
Yeah.
costumes and that kind of stuff, right? Um, and I should mention the game is free to play. It's a free to play game, so you could technically just play it and never put any money into it.
Right.
I mean, the amount of money you make, like the coins that go towards buying a battle pass,
Yep.
um, it would take you quite a while to earn up, but you could do it if you played it enough.
Sure.
So they've already had a major patch that fixed a lot of bugs. Um, I have had a couple hard crashes to desktop,
Hmm.
citing a GPU error. I don't know. But other than that, it's been so smooth, and I was wondering how they were gonna do like a lot of people are like melee,
Oh, yeah.
like the
Yep.
Hulk is a character,
Hmm.
and you know, like in Overwatch, everyone's pretty much a shooter. Like everyone like there's some melee-ish characters,
Yep. Yep.
but like Hulk is a melee character, and like of course
Hmm.
Wolverine. Like Wolverine doesn't shoot anything, but he has
Nope.
to like jump at people and like um yeah.
What about internet sensation Jeff the Shark?
Oh my god. He needs to be nerfed big time because it was so funny because everyone was just kind of playing him and everyone was kind of playing him the same. And then last weekend,
Hmm.
like Saturday night, me and my buddy Sean were playing,
Hmm.
and or actually, sorry, I played in the afternoon and then met up with Sean in the evening to play again. And in
Hmm.
the afternoon, I experienced this new thing that Jeff the Shark's ultimate is he goes under the ground, creates a big pool, and he eats up characters. And then he can
Hmm.
swim with them for a while. So people figured out that you can swim to the edge of the map
Hmm.
and then spit the people out over the edge of the map. So I was like, oh, like when I was playing it Saturday afternoon, I'm like, oh my god, like, there's no way to counter this. So then I remember Saturday night, I'm like, I'm like, oh my god, did you play earlier? And he's like, Jeff the Shark. I'm like, Jeff the Shark. What the actual like?
Yep, yep.
So
Well, you know what you have to do, Ryan.
what's that?
You got to get good, son.
Oh boy. You come play, Rob. It's free to play.
I
I will show you.
I,
I will show you.
I hate people. That's the problem. It's
You got to get the goods. But so as of right now, and for the near future, this is going to be my usual weeknight game. Like we were bouncing between like Apex and Overwatch 2 before, but
yep,
yeah,
yep.
this is taken over, and I don't see an end in sight anytime soon.
Oh, right on.
Um, like I mentioned that they need to nerf Jeff the Shark. They need to. There's some real balance things
Yeah.
that they need to look at still,
Oh,
and
sure.
because some people are so crazy good with these characters that
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like yeah, and then you get a team of people who like two of the people are great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then you got trouble. The only downside, and it they fixed this in Overwatch, but we just play quick play. We don't play competitive or anything
Yep.
because we're old guys and we just like to have fun.
Me
Um,
too.
in Overwatch, if you queue up for quick play, you got to queue for a role,
Mm-hmm.
and you can queue for all of them,
Mm-hmm.
or you can choose the specific ones, like basically tank,
Mm-hmm.
damage, healer. So in this version, in the Marvel Rivals quick play, um, you could have six tanks, six damage, six healers. Like
Mm-hmm.
there's no like they don't break it off into two 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 like they should,
Sure.
and it can be interesting sometimes. Like sometimes you have one tank, five damage, and no healers.
Mm-hmm.
But people seem to be pretty good. Like some people will be like, you can just see that they die a couple times and then they go take on a healing role, and like midway through the match, you've kind of balanced out. Like you're kind of
Sure. Sure.
things are better. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's like the perfect shoot 'em up game, beat 'em up game for me.
Right on.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Excellent. Excellent. Ooh, excuse me. Oh,
Well, Rob, that's what I've been playing.
very nice.
I
Very
will
nice.
let it in there, and unless you have something that's making you grumpy. No,
Nope. I got it. I got it all out earlier.
you got it all out in the
I got it all
Amico.
out earlier.
Okay,
You bet.
okay.
You bet.
Well,
So,
why don't you take
yeah.
this crazy train home, Rob?
So thank you all for watching the what our show called again? We're the Grumpy Old Gamers. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. If you like us, you think we're pretty cool, kind of neat, you like Ryan's sense of style, you can check us out. How you checked us out here? We have a YouTube channel where we have a podcast that goes every week, every few weeks, sometimes once every month, 7 times this year.
7.
Um, Also on the YouTube video, Grumpy Old Gamers, you can watch Ryan play video games,
Yeah.
and there's also a series in there with worst game type stuff. You got my series, the full motion video files. You can
Yes.
watch some old cheesy '90s videos. You can check us out on Facebook. That's where we have where we release most of the entertainment, the video game news. We have a community there called the Grumpy Old Gamers Forum, where a bunch of folks just like us all hang out, talk about video games. Like Ryan said, in the coming days here, you're going to see some posts on the Facebook page about different fundraising things we're doing for the mission. We last couple of years we've done kind of a video game Jeopardy with we've done Jelly Bean trivia, where we do Jelly Belly, horrible flavored jelly beans, and
Last year we did the hot ones.
we did the hot ones.
The
Yep,
hot jelly beans.
the Fiery Five, I think
Yeah.
they were. There's you can check out our webpage at thegrumpyoldgamers.com, where very soon, normally we don't have content for an entire year, but very soon you're going to start seeing our top 5 lists, all 4 of us there. And so keep an eye out for that shortly. And Lastly, like Ryan said earlier, you can reach out to us at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com. Gmail is the mail from the Google. You may have heard of the Google. They're watching everything. They're checking the algorithm right now. So
Yep.
if you want to help us with that algorithm, please like the video. I don't know what you do on the podcast. You can probably comment on it or something like that. We're available on all the podcasting formats. You can check out our WAV files at on Ryan's BBS. You can dial in.
Yeah, I'll post a number for that in the show.
Yeah. And if you like, check out you can check out Ryan's cosplay channel. It's But if you want us to cosplay, send us a email at makeusgrumpy@gmail.com, and we'll dress up like some furries or something. If that's what you folks want, we're gonna do it.
We're the monkeys. Tell us what you need us to do.
Tell us what you need us to do. All right. Anyway, in reality, thank you for watching. Have a great night. Take care, and if we don't talk to you before then, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Take care. Bye-bye.